My beloved child, you are precious to me. This is why I want to speak to you about your life, because on this mentioned day, a supernatural event will happen, and if you will not pay attention now, then your life could be in danger. I speak now, not from a place of distant observation, but from a deep well of love and care for each and every one of you. You have been created in love, nurtured by my hand, and guided through the course of your days. Your life, the very breath that sustains you, is a gift, a precious and irreplaceable gift. I have watched over you in your moments of joy, in your moments of trial, and in your quiet moments when you felt alone. I have been there through it all. But today I bring you a message not just of comfort, but of urgent importance, a message that must stir your soul to attention. On a day not far from now, a supernatural event will occur, an event unlike anything the world has ever witnessed before. It will be a sign, a marker of things to come, and a revelation of my eternal purpose. This event, my beloved child, will be the dividing line between those who listen to my voice and heed my warnings, and those who turn their ears away, refusing to see the truth laid before them. The nature of this event is not easily understood by human minds, but I shall make it clear to you now. The skies will break open, and a great light will pour forth upon the earth. This light will not be like the light of the sun, though it will shine brighter than 1,000 suns. It will not burn, but it will reveal. It will uncover all that is hidden, bringing to the surface the deepest truths of every heart, every soul, and every nation. Nothing shall remain concealed. All the thoughts, desires, and intentions of humanity will be laid bare under this supernatural illumination. This is not a mere natural phenomenon, as some might dismiss it to be. It is not a celestial anomaly or a cosmic event that can be measured or predicted by the instruments of science. It is my hand at work, reaching into the fabric of creation, to remind you, my children, that I am here, that I am watching, and that I am calling you to repentance, to transformation, to a new life. For those who have walked in the light of my truth, this event will bring great clarity and peace. It will be a time of rejoicing, for they will see the fruits of their faith and the fulfillment of promises long awaited. But for those who have rejected my word, who have turned away from my call, this event will be a moment of great terror, for their refusal to listen will bring consequences that cannot be undone. I do not say these things to cause fear, for fear is not my desire for you. I speak these words to wake you up from the slumber of complacency, from the distractions that keep you from seeing the reality of the times you are living in. You have been given many signs already, yet many have ignored them, choosing instead to live as though this world is all there is. They chase after wealth, pleasure, and power, thinking that these things will satisfy the longing in their souls. But I tell you the truth, all these things will fade away, and on that day, when the light of this supernatural event shines upon the earth, none of those things will matter. What will matter is your heart. What will matter is the state of your soul. What will matter is whether or not you have listened to my voice and followed my ways. My child, I ask you to hear me now, for I do not wish for any of you to be caught unaware. The time is coming quickly, and I desire that you prepare yourselves. This is not a time to be lukewarm in your faith. It is not a time to be distracted by the cares of this world. It is a time to seek me with all your heart, to turn away from the things that separate you from me, and to walk in the path of righteousness. Do you not see the signs already? The world around you is shaking. The earth groans under the weight of sin, and creation itself longs for the day of redemption. You see the unrest, the confusion, the wars and rumors of wars, the natural disasters that seem to increase in frequency and intensity. These are not random occurrences, my child. They are the birth pains of a world on the edge of great change. But still, many do not see. They do not understand that these things are the warnings, the heralds of what is to come. This supernatural event that I speak of will be the culmination of these signs. It will be the moment when the veil is lifted, and all will see clearly. Some will rejoice, but many will tremble. Those who have placed their trust in themselves, in their possessions, in the systems of this world, will find that their foundations are crumbling beneath them. For no power on earth can stand against my will, and no man-made structure can withstand the force of my truth. Do not think, my beloved, that you can escape this event by ignoring it. Do not think that if you simply close your eyes and go about your daily life, it will not affect you. It will affect every living being on this planet. What? No one will be able to hide from it, for it is I who am sending it, and I see all. I know every heart, every thought, every intention. There is no place too remote, no shelter too strong where you can escape the reach of my hand. Yet I do not send this event to harm you, but to save you. I send it as a final wake-up call, a last chance for those who have strayed to return to me, for those who have hardened their hearts to open them once more. But hear me well, the choice will be yours. I will not force you to listen. I will not compel you to believe. I have given you free will, and I honor that gift. But with that freedom comes responsibility, and with that responsibility comes consequence. The danger is real, my child. The danger is not in the event itself, but in your response to it. If you ignore it, if you turn away, if you refuse to acknowledge what I am doing, you place yourself in peril. For this event will not only reveal the truth, it will set in motion a chain of events that will alter the course of history. Those who align themselves with my will, who embrace the light and walk in it, will find themselves protected, strengthened, and guided through the challenges that lie ahead. But those who reject it, who cling to the darkness, will find themselves lost, confused, and overwhelmed by the forces that are coming. I do not desire this for you. I desire that you live, that you thrive, that you walk in the fullness of life that I have prepared for you. But you must choose. You must decide now, before the day comes, where you stand. Will you stand with me, or will you stand against me? Will you open your heart to my love, or will you close it off in fear and pride? The choice is yours, but know this, the time is short. I have sent my messengers to you, warning you of the times to come. I have given you my word, a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. I have spoken to you in the quiet of your heart, urging you to turn to me. But I will not wait forever. The day is coming when the door will close, and those who have not entered in will find themselves outside, looking in with regret. I do not want you to be one of those left outside. I want you to be with me, to share in the joy and the glory that I have prepared for those who love me. But you must prepare yourself now. You must take this message to heart. This is not a time to delay, to procrastinate, to say, I will deal with this later. Later may be too late. The time to act is now. Seek me while I may be found. Call upon me while I am near. Let the wicked forsake their ways and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to me, and I will have mercy on them. Let them return to me, and I will freely pardon. For I am a God of love, a God of mercy, a God of second chances. But I am also a God of justice, and I will not allow sin to go unchecked forever. The event that is coming will be a demonstration of both my love and my justice. It will be a moment of great reckoning, but also a moment of great opportunity. For in that moment many will see the truth for the first time. Their eyes will be opened, and they will recognize me for who I truly am. And for those who turn to me in that moment, there will be grace, there will be forgiveness, there will be new life. But do not wait for that moment to come, for you do not know the day or the hour when it will arrive. It will come suddenly, like a thief in the night, and many will be caught off guard. Be ready now. Prepare your heart now. Turn to me now, and you will not need to fear that day when it comes. I love you, my child, with an everlasting love. I have called you by name, and you are mine. Do not let anything in this world distract you from the truth of who you are and who I am. Do not let the noise of the world drown out my voice, calling you to a deeper, more meaningful life. For I have plans for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. But those plans require your cooperation. They require your willingness to listen, to follow, and to trust me even when the path ahead seems unclear. For the road you walk is not an easy one, but it is a road that leads to life, a life more abundant than you can imagine. Yet I will not walk it for you. You must choose to walk it yourself, step by step, hand in hand with me. I will be your guide, your strength, your light along the way, but you must take that first step in faith. I know, my child, that the world offers many distractions and the enemy seeks to lead you astray. He whispers lies into your heart, convincing you that this life is all there is, that the pleasures of this world are what truly matter. He tells you that there is no need to prepare, that there is no consequence to ignoring my voice. But I tell you the truth, he is a deceiver, and his goal is to keep you from the fullness of life that I have for you. He wants you to remain complacent, comfortable, and unaware of the dangers ahead, so that when this event comes, you will be unprepared and vulnerable. Do not listen to his lies. Do not let the comforts of this world blind you to the reality of eternity. For what good is it if you gain the whole world yet lose your soul? What good are riches, fame, or success if they lead you away from me, the source of all true joy and peace? The things of this world are fleeting, my child. They will pass away, and when this supernatural event occurs, they will mean nothing. Only what you have built in me will last. I speak to you now, not just for your sake, but for the sake of those around you. For this event will not only affect you, but it will affect all those you love, all those who cross your path. You are my vessel, my messenger, called to share this warning with others. Do not keep this message to yourself. The time is short, and there are many who need to hear it. I have placed you where you are for a reason, and I have given you influence in the lives of those around you. Use that influence wisely, for you may be the very person through whom I reach someone's heart before it is too late. Look around you, my child. There are many who are lost, many who are wandering in darkness, unaware of the light that is about to break forth. They are your brothers and sisters, your friends, your neighbors. Some of them even sit next to you in your places of worship, yet their hearts are far from me. They attend out of habit, out of obligation, but they have not truly encountered me. They do not truly know me. I weep for them, for I desire that none should perish, but that all should come to repentance. You have a role to play in their salvation. Your life, your testimony, your willingness to speak the truth in love can be the difference between someone turning to me or turning away. Do not underestimate the power of your words and actions. I have placed my Spirit within you, and through you, I can work miracles in the lives of those around you. But you must be willing to step out in faith, to speak when I prompt you to speak, to act when I lead you to act. This supernatural event will be a moment of great decision for many. Some will see the light and turn to me with all their hearts, but others will harden their hearts even more. The enemy will use fear, pride, and doubt to try and keep them from responding to my call. But you, my child, can be a beacon of hope in that moment. You can be the one who reassures them, who points them to the truth, who shows them that there is nothing to fear if they place their trust in me. For you see, while this event will be a moment of reckoning for the world, it will also be a moment of great opportunity, a divine reset, if you will. It will be a time when the barriers between the physical and the spiritual are thinned, when my presence will be felt more tangibly than ever before. In that moment, many hearts that have been resistant to me will be softened, and many who have walked away from me will be drawn back, but only if they have someone to guide them, to point them toward the light. You can be that someone. But first, you must prepare yourself. You must be ready, spiritually attuned, and firmly rooted in my word. For when the light of this event shines upon the earth, it will expose not only the sins and failures of the world, but also the spiritual condition of my people. Those who have walked faithfully with me will shine like the stars, reflecting my glory and drawing others to me. But those who have been lukewarm, those who have merely gone through the motions of faith without true devotion, will be revealed for what they are. Their lack of preparation will be evident, and they will face the consequences of their neglect. This is why I urge you, my child, to examine your heart now before that day comes. Do not wait for the event to reveal what you already know deep within. If there are areas of your life that are not aligned with my will, now is the time to bring them into the light. If there are habits, relationships, or attitudes that are drawing you away from me, now is the time to surrender them. Do not hold anything back, for I desire to purify you, to cleanse you, to make you whole. There is nothing hidden from me, my child. I see every corner of your heart, every thought, every motive. And yet I love you still. I am not angry with you, but I long for you to walk in the fullness of the freedom and joy that comes from living in complete alignment with me. Do not be afraid to come to me with your weaknesses, your failures, your doubts. I am not here to condemn you, but to heal you. My grace is sufficient for you, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. But you must be willing to humble yourself, to acknowledge your need for me. For the proud will be brought low, but the humble will be lifted up. Those who rely on their own strength, their own wisdom, their own righteousness, will find that it is not enough. But those who come to me with a contrite heart, who confess their need for my mercy and grace, will be filled to overflowing with my love and my power. The time is coming, my child, when the division between those who walk in the light and those who walk in darkness will be unmistakable. This event will mark the beginning of a great separation, a separation not based on outward appearances or religious affiliations, but on the condition of the heart. Those who have truly known me, who have walked in intimacy with me, will be drawn into even deeper communion with me. But those who have only paid lip service to my name, who have relied on their own works or traditions, will find themselves on the outside looking in. I do not say these things to cause despair, but to give you hope. For even now there is time to turn to me, to seek me with all your heart, to prepare for what is coming. I am a God of redemption, and I take no pleasure in the death of the wicked. My desire is that all would turn to me and live. But I will not force you, my child. The choice is yours. Will you heed my warning? Will you prepare your heart? Will you be a light to those around you in this time of great darkness? The supernatural event that is coming is not something to fear if you are walking with me. It is a moment of great revelation, a moment when my glory will be revealed in ways that have never been seen before. For those who are ready, it will be a time of great joy, a time of deeper intimacy with me, and a time of new beginnings. But for those who are not, it will be a time of confusion, fear, and regret. Do not be among those who regret. Be among those who rejoice. Be among those who are ready when the light breaks forth. I am with you, my child, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. But you must choose to walk with me, to trust me, to prepare for what is to come. The time is short, but my love for you is eternal. Come to me now, and you will find peace in the midst of the storm, light in the midst of the darkness, and hope in the midst of uncertainty. I am waiting for you with arms wide open. Will you come? Write and say, yes, I will come if you wish to come to me. Amen.